Good morning and g'day mate, welcome back to Dyson Sphere with myself and Mr. Icarus here. We're back out on magnet number 6. We're out on magnet 6 because we've already set up our blue science, our red science, even our purple science. Today's episode we're just going to set up good old yellow science, the structural matrix, and the gravity matrix. Sure, we'll get all that done in one episode, not. Yes, previous episode, we flew across the galaxy. We left the magnet system, we went all the way back to our home system. We tweaked some things, we gave some things a big kick. We also subscribed to JD, down there, under the video, there's a button. If you haven't already clicked it, suggest you do so. This is your one episode reminder. At the same time, if you have already clicked it, by all means, go click the like button right beside it. Yep, with all that said, we popped back to the home system. We went and visited our home world, made sure it was up to snuff, added a few little suns onto our home system, make sure we had plenty of power. Went and yelled at IC Smelting and Westernhusen, made sure they were both happy and running. Upgraded the amount of antimatter and antimatter fuel rods we were making at Westernhusen, which means we've come back here and we've made sure we're now using the mini suns basically everywhere. Pretty much every old power system I have dismantled, replaced entirely, and we are now running on mini suns just about everywhere. So our plan today is our plan today is to get the structural matrix done and the gravity matrix. The reason we're doing those on this planet is this planet happens to have kimberlite ore. Kimberlite ore is one of the rare resources we can use to make diamonds. It also has fire ice. Fire ice we need for graphene. We need graphene for one of the steps of the gravity matrix. So we're going to start with the structural matrix, and we're going to do just some really quick basic construction. It's not too hard to make the structural matrix. We just require titanium crystals and some diamonds. So we're going to start with the titanium crystals, and we need to have a full belt of titanium crystals. I also will mention in this episode, there's a good chance we're going to be using some extensive amounts of time-lapsing because nope, that's not going to work, because there's a small amount of production that we need to sort of try and get crunched out in a single episode. 1, 2, 3, I need to bring, no, but bad game. There we go. I need to make titanium crystals. I need to make a whole belt's worth. Reason I need a whole belt's worth is we need to make 30 structural matrix per second, which means I need a belt's worth of diamonds and a belt's worth of titanium crystals. Now, titanium crystals take 4 seconds to craft, which means I'm not going to be going through the ratios at all on this episode. We've done that in the past couple of episodes. I'm going to cheat and go right to the end answer. It means I'm going to need 80 assemblers, 80 T3 assemblers to make a whole belt's worth. So what I want to do is I want to have, 80 of them, which is a lot. It's so much, in fact, I'm going to automatically start because we're high up on the planet. We're also, left click, JD. Left click. Because we're high up on the planet, I'm going to assume that I will not have enough, not enough room to do 80 machines long. So I'm going to assume straight off the bat that we're going to need 2 rows of 40 machines. So I'm just trying to place at some of the belt, and then we need to work out where 40 machines is going to get us, going to put us. So we're going to start with a single assembler right here, and assembler here offset by 1. We're going to set you to do titanium crystals, you to also do titanium crystals. Titanium crystals require 1 lot of organic crystal plus 3 lots of titanium. So, to make our life as easy as possible, we're going to have 1 belt of titanium, 2 belts of titanium, 3 belts of titanium, 1 belt of titanium, 2 belts of titanium, 3 belts of titanium, 1 belt of organic crystals, and 1 output. 1 organic crystals, 1 output. Then, we're going to grab our top machine and we're going to drag it out, and that is 15. That is 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, yep, 9, 10. That's 40. which is halfway around the world and then some. So, that's going to be the first thing that we need to roughly sketch out. 1, 2, 3. And I've already changed my mind. I want to have... Do I want to? Yeah. I actually want to have the output go to the left. Remove that, remove that. Okay, that way we can just merge our two output belts behind the tower and run that eventually down into the labs, wherever the labs may end up be. Okay, so that's... Oh, actually I should check this one. Tab, tab, tab. Okay, so I'm going to have to tab it out a few lines, but yes, that'll work. Alright, at the same time, I probably should rehook up the power. You know, the fact that we really want to keep power running to the rest of the planet. Okay, so that's step number 1. At the same time, step number 2, let's grab a stack of those, plus a stack of those, plus a whole bunch of that. Next item off the on the list is going to be... Cancel, cancel. Oh, actually, I'm going to need warpers on this planet, obviously. Local demand, remote supply. We can also throw ships in there, so now that's complete. In saying that, should I... Well... titanium crystals go into 2 recipes. One is directly in the yellow suns. The other one is in the Casimir crystals. So this is another reason why we're happy to be building yellow and green on the same planet. They share a lot of resources in common. Now, this particular tower, I've already brought out 3 belts of titanium plus 1 belt of organic crystals. I don't technically... Because we've already hit 90 items per second plus 30 items per second, that's 120 items per second. I don't technically have any more throughput, I guess, on the tower to drag any more belts out. So, even though I need to do multiple builds of titanium crystals, one to do yellow science and then more to do green science, I'm not going to actually do that right now. We'll come back and do separate builds when we get down to green science. On the other hand, we also need to do... titanium. We also need to do smelters for diamonds, which we're going to use, of course, the alternate recipe, the kimberlite ore, which conveniently we have a kimberlite mine right there. And with the kimberlite ore, these guys actually go in a smelter. So production, smelter. Oh, hang on, there's a grid line right there. God, that's hard to see. Remove that, remove that. That's really hard to see. Can we go over here to where there's actual ground? Okay, so we have just this little section. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to bring a belt out there instead. And run that way, and that means I'm going to put my output belt above, because again, that same story, I need to take the diamonds out somewhere else. Production wise, we're going to put down a single smelter. I'm hoping these are made in a smelter. They are definitely made in a smelter. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to put a sorter in, a sorter out. It is as simple as that. Now, the recipe is 1.5 seconds for 2 of them. So it means I need 22 and a half smelters to make a full belt's worth. So that is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 22, 1, 2, 3. That is our whole build done. Okay, so that makes life easy. Now, I need 3 lots of diamonds. 3 lots of diamonds to do this build out. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring out another lot of kimberlite ore. I'm going to leave a 1 tile gap, 2 tile gap. 2 tile gap, I've decided. So I can put the output belt above as well. And that'll be smelter ray number 2. And I actually need 3 belts of diamonds all up. So we're going to put in another belt of diamonds. Let's grab a smelter and drag it only to there, because I ran out of smelters. One of these towers, hey, that tower has lots and lots of smelters. Okay, so we're going to do more smelters, more smelters. I don't need to count how many smelters I'm doing anymore, because we already know from the line above that the exact amount that we need to hit. There to there to there. Assuming the curve of the Earth doesn't... Oh, the curve of the planet. It's not an Earth. The curve of the planet doesn't add extra smelters or remove extra smelters so the curve changes. I don't think it has, so we should be fine. And that is our build there for kimberlite ore. Now, one thing I do want to do is I do want to come over here, remove a couple of belts, put in a splitter. Upgrade that into there and take that in there somehow. Because some idiot built a belt in the way. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take that up and then down. Actually, along one more tile and then down. That should do us. Okay, and I want to tag that in out of my way. That goes in there. Remove that. Line that up with that. Press R multiple times. Excellent. Okay, so kimberlite ore. Okay, kimberlite ore, kimberlite ore, kimberlite ore. Yes, I still need to add a whole bunch of power poles. We'll get to that later. This is just going to fill up the belts. In the meantime, after we have both our diamonds and our organic crystals, we need to run them into labs. Where is our... I am not going to fit labs in there. So I need to do labs down here. So we're going to have a belt from here across roughly. To do the output for labs, I need a lab, so I know how wide they are. We're going to bring diamonds. Diamonds are an Icarus's best friend in there. And then we're going to do organic, no, titanium crystal. Can I move you over a couple of tiles? At least a tile. That goes there. And then we can follow this line down. We're going to use the magic, press the R button many, many times so we get a straight belt. I'm going to wrap that around to there. And then the all-important thing, labs. We are going to take 8 seconds. 8 seconds to do a lab, so I need 3 times that amount, which is 8, 16, 24 with a 0 on the end, because we actually don't need 3, we need 30. So I need 240 labs. Yay! Okay. So, previously we've been building them 10 high. We're going to keep going with 10 high. 10 high seems to be a really good number. We're going to in, out. So, if I need 240 labs, I need to have tab, so when it sets to 2, I need to have 15, step back 1 to give me 14, and then I just need to double it. Yeah, that belt's going to be in the way. Go away. I have no idea how long this build is. Let's just stop the belts there. It's probably okay. Okay. Grab labs. Let's give a 1 tile gap. Drag it out again. Press tab multiple times till we get them in pairs. And then another set of 14. Okay. So that's labs done. And then we just need to make them 10 tall. So I have 74 in my hand, so I need to go down until I get to 63. Cool. That's 10. God, that seems massive. Actually, it seems way massive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that seems wrong. 74. I need, no, 65. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect! Alright, so now I just need to have every set be the same amount. And run out of labs along the way. Yes! No. There we go. Okay, so that should be yellow science up and running. We literally just have to, well, technically I need to load ships into here. Yeah, that type and that type. Plus we need to add warpers in to future-proof ourselves. Yeah, go in ships. There we go. Alright, and at the same time you have shippies, you're ready to go. We're just going to turn you on because you're finished, you're built, which means yellow science is done, and plus we have multiple lanes of diamonds left over to do other production lines. But okay, green science, the easy one. All right, we need to talk and think about green science. Now, green science has two components. It has the quantum chip half, and it has the graviton lens part. Now, the only saving grace we have with green science is we get 2 for every craft, which means rather than needing a belt, I need half a belt and half a belt. So that's something, Okay, quantum chips. Quantum chips require plane filters. Plane filters require cashmere crystals and titanium glass. Titanium glass, we can agree is super easy. It's glass, titanium, water, done. Plane filters require cashmere crystals. Cashmere crystals require hydrogen, dead easy. I like hydrogen. They require graphene. Also pretty easy. Just needs a little bit of fire ice and has excess hydrogen. We'll just have to find a use for that, like burn it off or turn it into cashmere crystals. Finally, it has titanium crystals. Now, titanium crystals, we already did those. They are very, very easy. So it's not too hard. And then the other side of the quantum processor is, of course, processors, which just require circuit boards and microcrystalline components. So green science, one half, but not too hard. Little bit of time consuming to set up. The other half, the graviton lens. The graviton lens has two items required. The first one is diamonds. Diamonds, we've already done those, okay? Technically, they're done. They're up. They're running. They were easy, okay? We have rare resources here. Even without rare resources, you literally take some coil, smelt it into some energetic graphene, smelt it again into some diamonds, done, okay? The other half of the graviton lens being the strange matter. Strange matter, a little bit more difficult. Deuterium, that's easy. Iron, that's easy. I like iron. Iron is a great recipe. Particle container. A little bit more of a think of it. Requires graphene. Yep, we've got that. Fire ice again. Excess hydrogen. Hydrogen will turn into cashmere crystals. Excellent, cool. Copper. Copper, again, really easy recipe. I love copper. Copper ingots are an awesome recipe. And green motors. Green motors, which require electric motors, which require iron, with a touch of iron, and magnetic coils. So we need to look at that. First thing I want to do is I want to turn on the build menu so I can see sort of where the grid lines are. Okay, so we have a little bit of room here and then we move into a very large area. The only catch is there's iron and other things in the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our very first tower right here. And something I'm trying to do different is I'm trying not to fly things from A to B. Okay, I really don't want to have ships moving things around A to B. I really prefer to do things with belts. So what I want to do is I want to make magnetic coils. Now magnetic coils, we're making magnetic coils to make engines. Then we need to make more magnetic coils to make the green engines. Okay, so we're going to have to get a build. We're going to have to get a build we like, and we're going to have to build our build that we like multiple times. So what I want to do is I want to make magnetic coils which require to get a belt of magnetic coils. I'm going to need a belt of magnets and half a belt of copper. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in 2 belts of magnets and 1 belt of copper to produce 2 belts of magnetic coils. Okay, because I can already tell you right now, I think I need 4 belts of engines, which means I need 4 belts of magnetic coils, and then I also going to need 4 belts of magnetic coils for electromagnetic turbines just to get to good old 1 green science per second. So, yep. Alright, so we're going to bring in copper. We're going to bring in magnets. Alright, we're going to have this center belt be copper. I'm going to put an assembler there, an assembler there. We're going to bring out magnets that side. I'm going to intentionally, at least for the first build, run our output belt directly back past the front. Yep. So that is 2 belts of magnetic coils. That's not 1 belt that we need to merge together. That's 2 separate belts. And we're sort of lucky in this that they're fairly quick to craft. You're going to be in, you're going to be in, you're going to be out. And then I can literally flip that, pick it up, and spin around. So because it's quick to craft, we only need 10 machines. That's our only saving grace. We only need 10 machines to get this build done. Well, 2 lots of 10 machines to get 2 belts worth. So, undo. Well, we're not going to fit power poles in that. So we're going to hit tab to have a space in them. 3, 1. Oh, God, that's so close to filling. No, I need to drag that out 1 tile. 1 tile, I tell you. Alright, so we're going to drag. Hello. Actually make the tiles join together. There we go. Alright. So that is the top row. That is the bottom row. That is our magnetic coils done. Okay. So that gives me 2 belts worth of magnetic coils. I do need like 4 of them. So, you know, we've got something that's easy and blueprint. Really? I'm low on power already? Crap. Okay, so I've got something easy and blueprintable. It means I can put the next build here, and the next build here, and the next build here. Alright. So with that out of the way, we now need to talk engines. Engines. Engines are an awesome build. I love engines. Okay. We're going to put a tower right about here. Okay. We're going to need to bring in iron. Actually, just iron. Yeah, just iron. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to have... Alright, I need an engine assembler there. Okay, you are going to make engines. Okay. Engines require iron, 2 belts of, plus they require gears, plus they require magnetic coils. Now, magnetic coils I have up here. I'm going to bring those down. That makes our life easy. Can I just get rid of some of these rocks, please? Thank you. Alright, and that one, and that one, and that one. Cool. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to probably work back to front and front to back. Okay, I want to bring iron. Iron out. Gears in. We're going to have to make gears elsewhere. Then I need to bring an assembler. Then we need to bring another belt of iron because the engines require 2 belts of iron, 1 belt of gears, and 1 belt of magnetic coils. Which means in theory, magnetic coils could be the next belt. then with an output belt right here on the outside. Now, the output belt might end up going left to right, might end up going right to left. I don't know, but that's a later JD problem. I'm going to build another belt worth of iron, another belt worth of gears, another assembler, another belt of iron, another belt of magnetic coils, which are going to come down to there. This iron outpost is going to have its miner shifted by 90 degrees. Can I remove that, please? And bring that out to there. And drop that there. Cool. Can all those power poles go in the way because you're about to get in my way and you don't even realize it? Actually change that back before I make mistakes. Okay, so that's sort of our plan, except we need, I want to say 4 lots of 40 machines. Yeah. So, iron, gears. Okay, so let's start with, that's an iron belt. That goes that direction. That's an iron belt. That's a gear belt coming from the opposite direction. That's also a gear belt coming from the opposite direction. That is an iron belt. That is a magnetic coil belt. And that there is an output belt. I'm going to run the output belt. Like I said, it might change directions, but if it changes directions, I'll just rip the belt up and pop it back down. Okay, and then out of building range. That one there. Okay, so now we need to get some actually, before we forget, let's put the sorters on. Okay, so I need to have input for iron, input for gears, input for iron, input for magnetic coil, output for the actual engines themselves. There is nothing stopping me rotating that and doing a complete mirror image, and then I'm going to drag these out. So that is 15. That is 30. That is 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay, so that's 40. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, so we need to bring... That's the iron belt. That's the gear belt, which actually starts past the end of the build. That's a iron belt, magnetic coil belt, and output belt. Okay. So I need to do the same here. Your iron, your gears, which starts past the end of the build. You are, I don't know, it doesn't matter anymore. Same applies to you, and same applies to you. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to need, and this is where things are going to get a little bit tricky. I need to have those gears, remember? So I actually need to have a gear belt that goes in here. And we're going to need 20 assemblers making gears. Okay, so I'm going to put an assembler here. You, sir, are going to make gears. We're going to bring input from your own dedicated iron belt coming from the right somewhere. Output to there. We need to go, well, that's 15. So that belt needs to go away. We need to come out 15 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to come out to there. So then we need to bring which belt switch? That's your iron belt to feed you in. That's your gear belt to actually feed gears into the build. That's going to be a belt going that direction. That's going to be a belt going that direction. Is that right? Yes, okay. So then I'm going to need another tower all the way out here. And you're going to do slot number 1 and slot number 1, which is going to happen to be iron. So we should have... you guys doing iron. In theory, I can copy and paste these guys across. and rotate them. I'm not going to, but in theory I could. Okay, so you're going to be iron in, you're going to be gears out. Same story, I need to drag you out 20 long. And then I just need to place like 10,000 belts and assemblers. So, time for another one of those time lapses. Alright, so that is that build done. We just need to bring in our little warpers. Come on. 100. Local demand. Sure, we can import the iron. Get that ball rolling. We can import that and import that. Helps if I actually set you up with warpers. I set you to remote supply, didn't I? No, I set you to remote demand. You suck, Jetty. Okay, so I'm not going to set up this one yet because I don't actually want any production at this stage because I still need to build a second one of these. And we have a little bit of a lack of space. So the next closest spot I can build a tower is right there, which means I'm literally building over that iron patch. You came out from the tower 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles. Yeah, literally over the middle of the patch. Down the maximum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I could probably pick that up and move you down. Left click, Jetty. Move you down to there. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. No, I wanna. Up one tile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't mind that. That's at least doable. Which means that goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's still pretty much right through the middle of the patch. Okay, can we do something about this? Yes, first off, you use this tool, and it makes everything go away. Alright. Miners. 4 miners to play with. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I need a miner there. I need a miner there. I technically need a miner there. And grab that belt. Okay, if we bury all that ore, and then no, hang on. Thank you. I want to bury with the tiny tool. Cool. And I slide a miner. It's like sliding the DMs, definitely. No. Okay, run the belt first. Mine up. No, that's worse. Okay, you go away. Is this possible to start with? No. No, that's entirely Impossible. Impossible. It's entirely impossible. Okay. So I'm going to bring those back up. We'll put that miner back on. That miner back on there. We will then shrink those back down. I'll put that miner. Yeah, I cannot get any closer. That miner on there. How big is that node? Hello? 120,000. I was like, we'll just mine out one node. It won't take that long. 120,000? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to shrink those down, and I'm going to... First off, that's an output belt. That's a magnet belt, which we don't have yet because I need to do the magnet build. That's an iron belt. Then that's an assembler. Then that's an iron belt. Lack of item. And yep, grab 2000 belts. Grab many assemblers. Grab half a dozen sorters. No, wrong button. And that's a input belt. Number 1. Belts. Go away. Where were we? Iron. Alright. I think it's time that I just get this on a belt. Okay, so after a lot of assemblers and a lot of power poles, we're like, well, yellow science was done. We're like 1/18th, 1/32nd. Yeah, we're miles away from getting yellow science done. What makes it even worse is my power poles don't line up anymore, so I need to put down a lot more power poles in the existing engine builds, which is just disappointing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to call this episode here. We at least have 4 lanes of engines. It does mean next episode we need to come back. We need to work out green motors for green science, and at the same time... I actually don't know what else we need to do next. Okay, that's done, that's done, that's done. Yeah, we're going to have to do, going through our production line, we're going to have to go through and get at least green motors, probably also tackle the graphene, try and get through particle containers before we get onto a lot of particle colliders to get some strange matter up and running. So yeah, I think that's as far as we're going to make it for this episode. We have a lot to do. A lot to do. And the good news is we managed to save like 98% of the 2 million No, not even that. About 80%. 80% of our 2 million iron ore patch is still mineable. Getting a belt back to a tower is a whole different issue. But, you know, as long as I can plug it in somewhere, it should be fine. Sure. Alright, so with that said, like I said, I'm going to call this episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching too. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode where we continue tackling our green science problem. What makes everything worse is even after we've fully tackled green science, we're still going to have to tackle a few other small things, like trying to find all the antimatter to make all these science packs actually work. So, with that said, I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the very next video. Alright, bye.